some hate it. They won't like my opinion. They say it's overrated. And choose 1 through 10, or it's A to Z. You good on any list, long as it come from me. This is a disclaimer and not a guarantee. My highly rated opinion make perfect sense to me. It's the perfect sense. The perfect sense. My highly rated opinion make perfect sense to me.
Welcome back, people, to Perfect Sense. You know, I'm your host, Twan, brought to you by Frisbee TV, sponsored by Billion Brothers. Thank you for coming in once again. Anybody who has been here knows I bring you content that I like, anything that will upgrade your situation, or maybe you can use informational wise. We want to bring you just a fun segment here today. I want you to like and subscribe if you like my content also. So today, on today's segment, it's just something out of the ordinary. We're gonna go ahead and do a water comparison taste test. So I'm gonna pick out 5 regular waters, and I'm gonna pick out 5 sparkling and or mineral waters, and then I'm gonna rank them from 1 to 5, okay? 1 to 5. 1 being the best tasting, 5 being the worst tasting, which we gotta have a loser, and I hate to put it in that direction, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna pull out these 5 waters, the first 5 waters, and we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. So right here we have Icelandic water. Don't like the name, but hey, liquid death. Let's see how it holds up. Essentia, overachieving in H2O, ionized water. Then we have some regular purified, great value drinking water. Shout out to Walmart. Then we have the Aqua Pana Tuscany water. So these are gonna be the first 5 waters. I'm gonna actually go ahead and taste these waters. And then after I taste them, I'm going to rank them, and I'm gonna say which ones I think is which, and then we'll find out which ones are actually which, whether I'm right or I'm wrong. Stay tuned. This segment is sponsored by Billion Brothers. Make sure if you want them handcrafted leather bags that you go and you get yours. BillionBrothers.com. Check them out. I sure am thirsty. So, A, B, C, D, and E I have here. I'm gonna taste these waters, and I'm gonna rank them 1 through 5. And then I'm gonna come back and say which ones I think it is, and then my crew will correct me. So let's start with A. That's pretty clean. That's pretty clean. It's B. So far, that's number 5. That's number 1 right now, just by default. This goes to number 4. Oh my. That's number 1. This is number 2. That is number 4, and this is number 5. So let's see where this one. So that's number 3. So what I have now, excuse me, this is definitely number 1. This is number 2. This is number 3. This is number 4, and that's number 5. So I'm gonna tell you which ones I think they are. I think this is number 1, which is gonna be D. I think this is number 2, which is A. I think this is gonna be number 3, I think. This will probably be number 5. I think Essentia is good water though, but I'm gonna have to put that at number 4. Now let's see how we did. So stay tuned, we'll be right back and we'll figure out how I did. Welcome back, people. All right, so we know how I ranked these. I ranked D as number 1, then I ranked A as number 2, then E was number 3, number 4 was C, and B was number 5. Okay, so I tasted all these waters warm before, and it was blind, and tasting these waters now cold, they bring a different feeling, and they bring a different crispness. I'm gonna say Icelandic was number 1, and it tastes absolutely pristine. I'm gonna go with, who my team tells me, A is actually Walmart water. It's so hard to believe, but it just might be. I might have to taste it again on my own. So number 3 is actually Essentia water. And number 4 is actually Aquapana, and then Liquid Death is number 5. So these are how I ranked all these waters. So we're gonna get into the next segment, which is actually going to be sparkling and or mineral waters. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna pull those 5 out, and then I'm gonna taste test them, and then I'm gonna guess which ones I think they are. Stay tuned. Welcome back, people. Right here, you know we're gonna come with this segment now, mineral or sparkling. So I'm gonna pull out the 5 that I'm gonna try, and we're gonna get right to it. So this is Crystal Geyser. Then we have Polar. Then we have another Liquid Death. Then everybody's beloved favorite, Pellegrino. And then Perrier. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to letting my team get these all mixed up and mastered for me. And then I'm gonna try to come to you with what I think is what, and I'm gonna rank them from 1 to 5. Stay tuned. Welcome back, people. Once again, I'm Antoine. We talked about the mineral and our sparkling water. So my production team has these waters together, A, B, C, D, and E. I'm gonna rank them once again. I'm gonna taste them, and I'm gonna tell you what I think they are. So we're gonna start with A. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. This one gets an E for effort. So as of yet, I'm gonna go, this one is gonna be number 1, and this one is gonna be number 2. Number 1, number 2, number 3. So number 1, I'm gonna do number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4 now. Oh, this one's gorgeous. So now it's number 1, number 2, number 3. I'm gonna say number 4, number 5. That's how I'm gonna rank them. So it's gonna be number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. So I'm going to say that Liquid Death is going to be number 1. I'm gonna say that this is gonna be number 2. This is Polar. The Perrier water, I'm gonna put at number 3. Crystal, I'm gonna put at number 4. And then a Pellegrino, I'm gonna put at number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's how I'm gonna rank those. So we're gonna see if I was right, we're gonna see if I was wrong. They're gonna get them together. and we'll be right back. All right, people, welcome back. My production team has me in order now with the mineral and or sparkling waters. So the way that I ranked them, I changed a few things, but the way that I did rank them was E was number 1, and then D was number 2, A was number 3, and C was 4, and B was 5. So I was wrong on what they were. So Crystal Geyser is number 1, I guess in my taste. Perrier is number 2. Then Pellegrino is number 3. Liquid Death is number 4, and Polar is number 5. All right, so that was something fun for us to do. Sparkling water is definitely something that you should get into. Drink it very, very cold. I personally do like Perrier water. Sparkling water is something that I really enjoy. If you have a high sugary drink or with a high sugar content and you want to add a little bit of fizz, you can cut it with Perrier water, and you can drop in yourself some limes, a little bit of lemons and or cucumbers or mint, and you can create a beautiful, excuse me, it was natural, a beautiful drink experience, or you can use them at the bar. But I do have something for you guys that I think is special, and I really think it's special. So I'm gonna actually grab that, and I'm also gonna grab a glass because I wanna show you what I love to drink in my own time. It's a sparkling water that I purchased myself. It's something that I personally, when I got friends over, or when I have friends over, when I have family over, or when I just want something that's very, very refreshing, I go ahead and I get this water. So let me get this water for you. So I'm gonna grab my glass, and I'm gonna slide these down so you can see the water that I personally drink. I also do drink Perrier water, but not that often. And this water right here is Lorena artisanal sparkling water. This is lavender flavor. Anything that you see on this show, check down below the video and see if there's a link. If we find a link, you can go right through that link and you can support and you can buy anything. There will be no extra cost to you, but like, subscribe, and share. But I'm gonna show you about this water. See, it's sealed, I never opened this one. So this water, you just push, and it's, man, you just can't, you can't get an experience like that. See the little bubbles at the top? Pour yourself some water. Man, it's so classy. Let me tell you, ASMR. But anyway, let's go ahead and have a sip. I'm gonna tip my hat to that. That's good. Well, that's it for this episode. It was fun. I liked having it. Remember, get some of this. It actually has a nice hint of sweet to it, but it's lavender water. And like I said, man, stay blessed, be less stressed, and let God do the rest. Have a sip with me.
Sound of this beat is so profound to me. It's so soulfully sold, so undoubtedly. He gave me the shoulders to put the world on him. Yeah, my kids on this rock, man, so I can hold them. God gave me these eyes so I can see the vision. Equip me with all the right tools so I can win it. Keep fasting and praying. Now that's the key. Put your feet in the sand and take a walk with me. Highly blessed and highly favored, and some hate it. They won't like my opinion. They say it's overrated. And choose 1 through 10, or it's A to Z. You good on any list, long as it come from me. This is a disclaimer and not a guarantee. My highly rated opinion make perfect sense to me. It's the perfect sense, the perfect sense. My highly rated opinion make perfect sense to me.